v.h.s.x? What do you mean?
All right, everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I wanted to talk about another forum post because I think this would be pretty funny to to read about. So this was interesting. It says, are the incentives scared to go to the killer role? Now, honestly, like, I don't know what they're talking about, but we're gonna go ahead and dive in. Now, me personally, right, just before we continue, if they're referring to the event, I personally have only seen the incentive on killer, so I don't know what they're referring to. I've never seen the incentive go to survivor. I don't know, right? So let me know in the comments, obviously, what you think so far. But considering that this was posted right around when the event came out, at least the event should have been active at this point of when this is up, right? Okay, whatever. Let's just read. It says, I swear for the past 2 weeks, I've only seen the BP incentive on the survivor role, and every time I queue up a survivor, I'm guaranteed to have a 3+ minute queue. I'm sorry. Every time I queue up a survivor, I'm guaranteed for a 3-minute queue. Oh Jesus. Woo! Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to just, wow. My God, that was hilarious. Ah, Jesus. All right, so let's continue. So it says, I play a lot at night, which is normal for a lot of survivor players since more of their friends are available to play after work and such. So would you think that the incentive would go to the killer role, right? It's either incentive on survivor or no incentive at all. I checked the dead by queue website. It says the event queue time for survivor on NA East is 6 minutes on average right now. Sure enough, I'm waiting 5.5 minutes for a game with 1.50x BP bonus. Why are we incentivizing people to raid the role that is overloaded? It just makes zero sense to me. Wow, are we so surprised that every time you queue up as a survivor, you have to wait 3-minute queue? God damn. What a shock that it's so hard to find killer players now, huh? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. All right, so this person says, when the event started, at least on the server I played, killer incentive was 1.5, so it does happen. I was going to play survivor, but then saw the incentive and was like, well, I play killer then. Yeah, literally, like, the killer incentive, every time I've logged in, at least, as you guys have seen on stream, the bonus has been on the killer side, right? And then the queue times were instantaneous on killer lately, meaning that everybody's on survivor and nobody's playing killer. So that's what it's saying, which is so funny because aren't these the same people that say, oh my God, there's so many survivors quitting the game. Oh my God, the killers it's so killer sided. Why are they like, they shouldn't even be quitting at all. Like, and then here we are. Oh my God. Oh man. This person says killer queue times are even fast when Crossu hit live. That's time when new killer comes. The new killer queue times are super long. But the patch was fast till in daytime. Interesting thing, when I played a lot of survivor, you had a way bigger chance to meet mayors than OP Crossu, which was kind of funny. The thing is as well, we also have to take into account that they're like the way that they try to matchmake in this game is usually trying to go for speed. And I think that's what leads to like issues where people feel like their matches are unbalanced in a way, because they're you know, they're not really like, they're first taking into account MMR, and I think that after they queue for that, then they're like, okay, well, we need to make the queue time quick. So you know. But anyway, so this person is saying that like that their survivor queues are instant, but it says quite, so it's not saying that they are, it's saying that they're almost instant. It says that if some are waiting because the current matchmaking seems to be now favoring more MMR than time in queue, on my own observation may cause you to wait even if the incentive was on your side, which is, I mean, we don't know that, but you know, but we don't know, like we don't know how the matchmaking 100% works, but we can just kind of go off of just a couple of guesses. This person says, I installed DBD and tried it today, and the first thing I noticed is the incentive to the killer role. So this person says that the incentive ever work as intended. I often saw Survivor with 2 times the blood points and still only got the normal amount. Playing EU here, killer queue is like 3 seconds, but Survivor is between 30 to a minute playing solo. So everybody's queue time is pretty random from what I'm understanding, because there's too many variables, and that's like why this sort of disproves that because there's a lot of those people that say, oh, but the incentive is going there, so therefore that means this side's leaving, and it's like when they talk about Survivor, they go, oh, that, you know, that means that there's less survivors. Like, no. Like, as we're seeing from people like giving their accounts, they're like, yo, this person said it took long to play Survivor, this other person said it didn't, this person said that like killer's really fast to find matches, but Survivor took like 1 minute, you know, blah blah blah. So it makes me laugh, right? Because like they try to make up stuff to use that as evidence, and then they get disproven by their own metric, right? Like some of these people, one of their own people on their own team are literally saying like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense, like they're like, this is, the incentive isn't working. Like the incentive ain't working properly. So I'm like, what does that tell you, right? Another piece of evidence that they claimed was supposed to prove that, oh my god, it's so killer sided, is now disproven once again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I mean, who would have guessed? Who could have guessed, right? But yeah, I mean, well, at least when I've been playing, obviously, I've been like, you know, the incentive every time I've gone on to stream, as you guys have seen, has just been like the incentive has gone to killer. So that would probably mean that there's probably nobody playing killer. Maybe. And that also probably means that everyone's on Survivor. So, but are we really surprised as well, right? You know what I mean? Like they've been kind of drop kicking the killer players quite a bit lately. So this isn't really surprising. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. Like, what do you guys think of the topic at hand today? I think this proves that the incentives mean nothing, which is pretty funny, because it's all wonky apparently, because everybody has a different account as to what the heck it does or says or whatever have you. I think it's pretty funny. I'm just saying, I think it's pretty funny. But stay tuned for my members at the end of the video. Consider becoming a member with Patreon or YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I wanted to go ahead and thank all my members from Patreon: Crow King 101, YouTube members Majora Jeff, T.O.N. Dyer, Zero Mocker, Christian, Crow Vader, Noxus, Jack, Dole, a whip. Let's go. Twitch, we also have Cake, Danica, Final Girl Bunny, Zero Mocker, Ginsburg, Zaz, Crow, PB Head, Mr. Morg, and Dole as well. I appreciate all you guys for supporting, and I will see you guys. If you want to become a member, go ahead and join, and I'll see you guys in the next one.